This week, our cast learns about their values.
The most important thing in my life is my family. Whether it be the family I built with my fiance or my family that I grew up with. My family and those that are close to me they take the highest priority in my life. And before them, the Lord, really. My church, my God. And I think that they kind of are combined together, really. That's one of the reasons I love the Marine Corps so much, is because even when you weren't getting along with the guy next to you, you knew that he'd take a bullet for you to save your life. And granted, with a normal company or business, we're not going to go to that extreme, but just knowing that the guy next to you has your back that's a big deal. I think that loyalty is extremely important to make you feel as part of the group, I guess. An immediate turnoff that would ultimately steer me away from wanting to work for a company would be just selfishness, or just everybody's out for themselves. If people are only out for themselves, I don't know how you'd ever feel good about working for an organization like that.
I value authenticity. If someone is nice and pleasant with me, like I can strike up a friendship or relationship with them. And also I see them being nice to other people as well, like restaurant servers, people on the street, stuff like that.
What I value in my relationships with others are understanding, communication, trust, honesty, and transparency. I want, the person and I to have an understanding of what we're saying to one another. So really my top one would be understanding, if I had to choose.
I want to be a part of a team. And even if I am the leader of that team, I don't want it to be my thing. I want it to be our thing. Like the Chicago Bulls, or, the Chicago White Sox, or the Chicago Bears. That's a team, But yeah, there's somebody who writes their checks, but at the end of the day, you're not going to see the guy who writes the check. You're going to see the team. I like the idea that social media, as well as Zoom and Skype, has created this, where you can link up wherever, whenever. And I think to do that on the fly, and when ideas might come, or inspiration, or connection, or networking, togetherness, teamwork, networking, that's what I want to be a part of. That's what I want to do. And I don't want to have typical office.
Absolutely mutual respect. I don't think anyone can work well together with somebody that they don't respect. I don't think if someone else doesn't respect them, that's sensed. That's sensed. I mean, if you haven't been able to tell from me through our interviews, is I'm a pretty sensitive person. Being overconfident is, I think, a pretty big character flaw, I think, in the professional environment a lot. And I think it's important for people to, take a moment to step back, to check themselves before plowing through an idea, bulldozing somebody else's idea or something like that. I think say your piece, take a breath, hear what others have to say, and kind of figure out where it fits into the big picture. Now I'm in a position where I really do need a job, so it would be hard to say no to anything, regardless of how I felt of the values and how my values stacked up. But specifically, whether I would take or turn down a job based on how it aligned with my values and how important that is to me, I think that importance is really increasing. I'm finding that I want to more and more research the company and figure out in sort of a long-term way whether or not I'll be able to stay there, because with what's changing in my life, I'm placing more and more importance on that.
Meanwhile, Taylor has some great news.
First, let me start off with like how my week went. So I did a lot of catching up week 3. I completed week 1, week 2, and the week 3 courses online, and it was wonderful. It was everything that you said. So it was a great reinforcer. I applied everything I learned to my LinkedIn. I updated my about section on my profile. I also asked for those recommendations and endorsements, and I've also sent out some as well. So I'm doing good on the course. As far as the interviews, I've been offered the position. And I am just in like an array of emotions.
Congratulations. What you've learned in this experience, you will be able to use for your lifetime. It's not going to change too much between now and the time that you're 80.
Right.
I mean, it's still the same, building relationships, having a conversation with somebody, everything that you learn in negotiating, you'll carry that with you. So I'm so proud of you. You have been amazing. So I'm not saying goodbye yet because you're not going anywhere.
I don't want to go anywhere yet. I have so much to learn still. Okay.
Awesome, my friend. I would hug you so big if it weren't a pandemic and if we weren't, 3,000 miles from each other. But
right.
Okay. So whatever happens next, we'll figure that out. Okay. And I will help you in your decision-making process, because now if you do secure that job,
right,
then you'll be moving and you'll be making some changes in your life.
Right.
But we're still going to help you with your next career.
Yes, that's what I was looking forward to, really.
Now for this week's lesson. Lining jobs up with your personal values.
This is one of my favorite weeks. I don't know why I love it. Maybe because it's an easy week for me. I think that's why I probably love it. It is all about aligning what you believe in with the companies that match that. When you have the incongruency, when you are choosing a company that doesn't jive with who you are, you will be unhappy. They will be unhappy. They will be unhappy with you. And you want to be in a place where people will honor you for who you are. I want you to get very clear on what matters to you. Prioritize those things. And it's all of this list. What makes you happy every day? What do you believe in? Who do you want to serve and why are they important to you? What problems do you want to solve? What have you liked about previous jobs? What have you disliked about previous jobs? What drives you and what you're passionate about? So spend a little time in your thoughts, in your dreaming. Don't worry about where they're located. Don't worry about all the negotiating comes later. But just be what kind of company aligns with who I am and what I believe in. So Zach, what's coming to mind for you when you think of what you value? What's important to you?
I want to break down walls and boundaries. I don't want cubicles. I want an open space. I want togetherness, connection, a cipher, so to speak. I don't want to shatter all the ideas of what an office should be or what a workplace should be. I don't even like the word work. Throw that out. I'm going to call it a creative space. That's what I want. That's what I hope to be around.
Career coaching has its highs and lows. This week, Marley also got fired.
So this week, I did get fired from my underemployed position. It really sucked, honestly, while it was happening, just because there was nothing I could really do about it. And I thought that I was an asset to the company, and so just to be let go and stuff when I asked for a favor from them, it really sucked. I just see how things can be different and how I can approach things different with employees that do good work, because I feel like that didn't happen. My biggest success of the week was, I finished my capstone. I was waiting for my big paper, my big project to be graded, and it was graded, and I found out that I got an A on my final paper. I got an A in my capstone, so that really really felt good because it showed that what I focus on, I am good at. I'm just excited to be able to take that to an awesome organization.
Yeah.
So this is the piece where in this don't love, love, I want you to really put in there, I want to be where I am honored for whatever good, bad, or ugly about myself. And you need to start looking for companies that also honor that same vision.
Do they exist? Yeah, you ever seen the movie Titanic?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'm just holding on to that little piece of wood. Oh, man.
Tell me more about that.
Nothing. I'm just drowning. That's all.
Is that just because of today, what we talked about?
No. No. I was listening to what you were saying about necessity.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of living by necessity.
It is
It's
exhausting.
killing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want my time.
We're on this journey. We're gonna have ups and downs the whole time. So,
Yeah.
and it all happens for a reason, right? Like maybe it wasn't the right spot for you. I feel like
Right.
we're all on this journey for a reason, and once we get to week 12, we'll be like where we need to go.
You got to know, Zach, when you first started with us, I was like, okay, we're starting from nothing. There was no LinkedIn, there was no presence. And I got to tell you, I am so proud of what you've created. It's only been 4 weeks.
I just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You know what I mean? Like some days I just want to give up. I feel so bad some days, but I worked the program of like getting sober, and like now I'm sober, and I got to tell you, I'm like 110% more happy than I was. I've learned to kind of trust the path that other people have taken. Just keep going. Just keep the faith. Keep going forward, and I mean, I gotta hope that good things are gonna, be around the corner.
All of the things that happened are always going to be your story. You are never going to be able to completely erase that, but that's okay. It will not be the thing that is constantly knocking on your door every single minute of the day. It won't be. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
I think what you saw was just passion. In the moment, for me, knowing I can do better, hoping to do better, and very grateful for the type of help that I was receiving and the positive energy that I was getting from the people from Super Purpose and whatnot. It just really made me feel sometimes like I didn't deserve it, but incredibly grateful and overwhelmed. And I don't really care so much about 401k or high wage. I just want to be with the right people, the right energy to be around every day. Yeah, there's like a saying that says like if the shoe fits, wear it. Well, I don't really like that term. Like there's a lot of shoes that fit me that I could wear, but they don't look good on me. So I choose not to wear them. I'm gonna find the right pair.